Last Tuesday I buried my husband, but the truth was even worse. The man I loved for 3 years never existed. He was a lie, a thief, and a monster. How did I not see it? I thought I knew him. I thought we had a future. But then his bodyguard, Marco, showed me the engagement ring my fiancé had stolen. That ring was from my dead mother. Marco had been watching me for months, and I thought he hated me. But he was the only one who told me the truth. Now I sit in my penthouse, surrounded by luxury, but I feel nothing. The skyline outside my window is beautiful, but inside I am broken. Why did Marco wait so long to tell me? What else does he know? My name is Elena. I live in a penthouse on the 40th floor. My fiancé, Alessandro, is a rich businessman. He travels a lot, so he hired a bodyguard for me. His name is Marco. Marco is tall, with dark hair and cold eyes. He never smiles. He follows me everywhere. I hated him at first. He watched me like I was a criminal. One day, I asked him, "Why do you stare at me?" He said nothing. But his eyes said everything. He knew something I didn't. Alessandro gave me a beautiful diamond ring. He said it was from his family. I loved that ring. I wore it every day. But one night, I saw Marco looking at it. His face changed. He looked angry. I asked, "What is wrong?" He turned away. But I could feel his secret. Then, last week, Alessandro left for a business trip. Marco came to my room. He said, "Elena, I need to show you something." He took out a small box. Inside was a ring. It was exactly like mine. But this one had a note, "For my daughter, Elena. From your mother." I started shaking. "Where did you get this?" I asked. Marco said, "I found it in Alessandro's safe. He stole it from your family home after your mother died." I could not breathe. My mother's ring. The one I thought was lost forever. Alessandro had it all along. He lied to me. He stole from me. And Marco, the man I hated, was the one who told me the truth. Why? I looked at Marco. His eyes were soft now. "I have been watching him for months," he said. "He is not who you think." I sat on the balcony, looking at the city lights. Marco stood beside me. "Tell me everything," I said. He took a deep breath. "Alessandro is not a businessman. He is a con artist. He steals from rich families. He marries women for their money. Your mother's ring was just one of his trophies. I am not really his employee. I am a private investigator. Your mother hired me before she died. She suspected Alessandro. She asked me to protect you. My mother knew? She died 6 months ago. She never told me. Why didn't you tell me earlier? I asked. Marco looked down. I had no proof. I needed to find the ring. Tonight, I broke into his safe. I have photos, documents, everything. I felt sick. I thought Alessandro loved me. But he only wanted my inheritance. The penthouse, the money, everything was from my mother. He was slowly taking it all. What do I do now? I whispered. Marco said, we call the police. But he will be back tomorrow. He will try to destroy the evidence. We have to act fast. Suddenly, my phone rang. It was Alessandro. Elena, I am coming home early. I missed you, he said. His voice was sweet, but now I heard the lies. I said, I missed you too. I hung up and looked at Marco. He is coming tonight. Marco's face hardened. Then we set a trap. Marco and I planned everything. I would act normal. I would wear the fake ring he gave me. When Alessandro arrived, I would ask him about my mother's ring. Marco would record everything from the next room. At midnight, Alessandro walked in. He smiled and kissed me. I brought you a gift, he said, handing me a necklace. I pretended to be happy. But my heart was racing. We sat on the sofa. I said, Alessandro, I found something today. An old ring. It looks like my mother's. His smile froze. What ring? He asked. I showed him the fake ring. This one. He grabbed it. Where did you get this? His voice was sharp. In your study, I said. Why do you have it? He stood up. His face was red. You went through my things? He was angry now. I was scared. But Marco came out of the bedroom, phone in hand. I have everything on video, Alessandro. The police are on their way. Alessandro laughed. You think you can trap me? I own the police. I own everyone. He pulled out a gun. My blood turned cold. Marco stepped in front of me. You will not touch her, he said. Alessandro pointed the gun at Marco. Step aside, bodyguard. Then I heard sirens. Alessandro looked out the window. Police cars surrounded the building. He turned to me, his eyes wild. This is not over, Elena. He ran to the elevator. But Marco was faster. He tackled him. The gun fell. I picked it up. The elevator doors opened, and police rushed in. They arrested Alessandro. I looked at Marco. He was bleeding from a cut on his arm. Are you okay? I asked. He nodded. Thank you, I whispered. For everything. Alessandro is in prison now. I got my mother's ring back. I wear it every day. Marco stayed with me for a while. He helped me rebuild my life. I learned that trust is precious. Not everyone who watches you is an enemy. Some are protectors. I sold the penthouse. It had too many bad memories. I moved to a small apartment by the sea. Marco visits sometimes. We drink coffee and watch the sunset. He still doesn't smile much, but his eyes are warm now. The lesson I learned is this: love should not blind you. Listen to your heart, but also listen to those who care. Sometimes the truth hurts, but it sets you free. I am free now. And I will never let anyone steal my future again. If you enjoyed this story, subscribe for more. Every story teaches you English and something about life. Thank you for listening.